What's a good word, YouTube? You know, I really don't dig making these heavy videos. I don't, but I have to. This is one of those have to kind of things. Something's bugging me, and it's been bugging me for a few days. And I listened to Watson's video this morning, and he's been harping about it a little bit lately, and he's not the only one. And that's mental illness, suicide, depression, being broken in your fucking head, right? I watched my mother and my baby brother Paul both try to commit suicide with pills and had to have their fucking stomach pumped, and then they feed you this fucking charcoal shit, and then when you go see them in the hospital after they've had their stomach pumped, the inside of their mouth is all black, right? Because they have to throw up all this fucking black charcoal shit they used to absorb all the poison you fucking idiots just swallowed. So I know all about suicide. I don't know what it's like to try to commit suicide. I've never been there. You know, have I not wanted to be here anymore? Several times. Ever thought about doing myself in? No, that's just never an option for me. Just not. You know, shit is bad, but it's never that bad. I'm more worried about somebody else doing me in or cancer doing me in than doing myself in. It just ain't an option, you know. Now, when I was drinking that fucking whiskey up there, see them empty Jameson bottles? When I was drinking that shit, that's what I call slow suicide. That's killing yourself the sneaky way, right? Without nobody knowing it. You're just doing it real fucking slow. Yeah. Unless you get too fucking drunk and then you gotta fucking do something real stupid, then you just get it over with, right? Because when you get fucking blackout drunk, stupid drunk, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You don't. You got no fucking clue. Fortunately for me, those times were fucking rare and far and few in between, right? I'd get hammered, but then I'd start feeling shitty, right? Stomach starts feeling queasy, start feeling dizzy, feel like you're gonna throw up, and then it's like, oh, I'm done. Can't tell you how many mornings I'd wake up with a half-empty shot and a fucking 3/4 full beer, right? Because I just couldn't finish it. And I knew when I was done. I never drank till all the booze was gone. I drank till I couldn't drink anymore, and I was done. Ready? Go get it. And so, anyway, these times we're in, and I know I touched on this in that other video, but, you know, I've been through a lot of shit in life. Battle-tested, calloused. My survival skills for this shit are tight. They are. I'm tight that way when it comes to isolation and loneliness. It's because I can occupy myself with my thoughts and my imagination and make plans for the future and how am I going to get out of this mess and what can I do next. And I just fucking think and think and think and think and think my way out of it, right? Instead of fucking myself, because there's two ways to go. Solve your problem, cry in your fucking soup, right? You'll mind fuck yourself to death behind some bullshit. And it ain't real, right? Whatever demons you're creating in your fucking head is the woe is me, woe is me, woe is me shit. You're mind fucking yourself. Whether you lost your job or your old lady left you or whatever, that situation is done. It's over. So, from today forward, fuck that. What are you going to do about this? New job, new old lady, new whatever. It's always on to the next. You can't sit still and cry in your fucking soup. You can't do that. You can't. And I've done it, yes, for sure. That's why I say I know what I'm talking about. I got a unique set of tools in my tool chest, you know, when it comes to staying strong, live my life, right? From the age of 5 to 17, 15, 18 foster homes, etc., etc. All the fucking sad stories you ever wanted to hear, just go listen to them. The videos are up there and there's more to come. And I'm still here. I'm still getting at the weights a little bit, still doing this, still doing that, making plans for my dogs, fought the fucking union, fought the fucking work comp system, this and that, got fucked, so what? I'm still going, I'm still getting my dog rescue. I just had to take it from California to the Great Lakes. Fuck it. You just keep going. Keep marching forward. Tomorrow will take care of itself. Get through the fucking day. And on those days you need to lean on a motherfucker. Pick up a phone. Reach out. You know, when you're in need, go get some fucking help. Because that shit up there, they ain't gonna do it. I tried to fucking medicate through my demons, and it almost killed me. I still don't know if I'm exactly healthy from all my drinking. Sometimes I wonder, you know, once this pandemic's over, Johnny need to go in and get himself a good physical for sure. Get some shit squared away that I've been lagging on, you know. But anyway, mine, please. You guys have been having quite the lick fest. What do you say? Can you let it be? Don't knock over my stuff, please. She's so fucking clumsy, that dog. What are you gonna do, Kimbo? Ooh, here comes the little one. Look out, people. With the soggy face. Oh, look at Mama got you drenched. Yuck. You're soaked. Oh. All right, lay down, please. Come here. Come on. Look at that face, will you? Does that little girl love her papa? Look, man, I don't make this shit up, right? My doggy, like I said, she's magical. She keeps me going, right? That's why I do the dog rescue, blah, blah, blah. You can't get caught up in the woe is me's and all that bullshit. I'm telling you, you got to get strong, you got to get hard, you got to persevere and overcome. And blah. Bottom line is you got to sack up. Because at the end of the day, there's only one person you can count on, and that motherfucker's staring you in the mirror. I hate to say it now. If you got somebody, you really got somebody that's got your fucking back and will help you through your fucking hard times, you're foolish not to lean on them. You're absolutely foolish not to lean on them and take all the help you can get. Because it's hard to do it on your own. It's the way that sticks the best. You know, if you can do it all by your lonesome, it'll give you that inner strength knowing you conquered the demon without no help, right? Without nobody watching your back. You just pulled it off on your own. I did. I had nobody in this house. That's how I got fucking slipping down the fucking rabbit hole with that shit. Because I had nobody saying, oh, Johnny, you drinking again? Right? There was nobody here. My dogs weren't busting my balls when I cracked open a fucking beer and poured a shot. Are you kidding me? I didn't give a fuck. Although I could see the disappointment on Kimba's face. When I started getting liquored, she'd get this sour puss and she'd sit on the other couch. She knew. Breaks my heart to think that I put her through that shit. Yeah, fuck you. I'm sensitive when it comes to my doggies. I'm a big puss. Anyway. Smile. And when you're really down and out, go watch some comedy on the tube. You know, I made mention of the Bowery Boys. Great old shit from back in the day. Black and white stuff. The Bowery Boys. Abbott and Costello. Three Stooges. Shirley Temple, are you kidding me? Watch that little girl dance and sing. Oh my God, how could you be in a bad fucking mood? Or like Watson says, if you really mind fucking yourself, get on the weights. He's right. See, that ain't for everybody, right? I get that. You need options, you know. Mr. Watson, he's real stringent, and he's got a way that works. But it doesn't work for everybody, and that's what I'm saying. You got to find your path, and if you ain't got a path, jump on someone else's bandwagon and see if it works for you. You know, if you're struggling, go hit Watson's gravy train and see if that gets you where you need to go. Me, I just share some fucked up shit and hope some of it sticks, because then you got to go do it yourself. You got to think for yourself. You got to go do your own motherfucking homework and doubt everything I say, you know. Now, if you want to doubt my foster home stories and all that kind of shit, well, you can look all that shit up. I'm sure it's public record some fucking where. Although the foster home shit wouldn't be, because I was a minor, but you can go fact check some of my shit, I'm sure. Hall of Records will have a lot of it. But irregardless, I ain't got nothing to prove. Other than the fact that I've been there and seen it. So if you're fucking yourself up here, you gotta stop. You gotta trade those thoughts in for something else. Trade that whiskey in for something else, right? Whatever your demon is that's pulling you down, you gotta tell that motherfucker to fuck off and go get you an angel on your shoulder. That motherfucker over here, that little devil bitch, right? Be done, motherfucker. Homie over here's got my back. You know, metaphors and all that shit. But you get my point. Trying to make light of a heavy situation a little bit, right? But it's a motherfucker when you ain't right in your mind. I've told this story several times, but it seems fitting to tell it again, because if you ain't heard the video or seen it, you don't know the motherfucking story. I was still in elementary school, that means before junior high school. Washington School, to be exact, in Redwood. No longer there. Turned it into an old folks home. Woodside Road. Anyway, I just came home from the foster homes, and I was living with Mom in this one bedroom. I don't know how long I've been there. Been a minute. But she was still a little squirrely, right? She was trying, and she got me back home. She was trying. She was fucking medicated like a motherfucker. And, you know, if she was drinking, or if she didn't take her pills, or one too many pills, or whatever, right? She could mood swing and weird shit. But anyway, so I got kind of, even at an early age, I kind of got used to when Mom wasn't right. And when Mom was having a nervous breakdown, you know, when people are having a nervous breakdown, they're just not flopping around on the floor like a fish. They're just not right. Their behavior ain't right. The shit they say don't make sense sometimes. It's just like, whoa, what the fuck are you talking about? So anyway, when Mom's having a nervous breakdown, her voice, her tone in her voice and her speech changed, almost like a different person. I could tell the difference. So she woke me up 2:30 in the fucking morning, school night. I'm sleeping on the couch, and she's in this little kitchenette thing. I mean, it was just a one-bedroom apartment, teeny tiny. And there's just a little notch where the little kitchen table was, which wasn't far from the couch. And I'm trying to sleep or whatever. And Mom was sitting at this table, her usual thing, smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee or booze. But she wasn't drinking booze at this time. She was sober. But anyway, She woke me up and said there was a fucking rat in the house. And she handed me this fucking ball-peen hammer and said, find it and kill it. So I take a lap around the house, move the couch, look under the table, blah, blah, blah. I knew there was no rat. So, I tell her, hey, Mom, it's gone. It's gone. You scared it away, it's gone. You okay? No. Sit down. Let's talk. Okay. Are you tired? Yeah. Well, can you talk? Yeah. Anyway. 12 years old. 6th grade, whatever the fuck 6th grade is. Washington School. And I'd sit there and talk until I could barely keep my eyes open, and I knew I had to get up for school, and I'd wiggle out of it, and, But mental illness, I've seen it, counseled it for many years, just because it was in my house. I saw Mom on lithium, Thorazine, right? Yeah. Thorazine shuffle, Mr. Watson. Know all about it, homeboy. Right in my own fucking house. So, from Thorazine to suicide, pretty well educated, streetwise, on mental illness. So, when I say you need to occupy your mind or get help, right? Get your mind right if you're really fucking squirrely and you need a fucking pill of some kind, that ain't on me to say. I think you could fix it without a fucking pill. That's my opinion. I think pills made it worse for both my mom and my brother. That's my opinion. And those are my family members, right? I watched them suffer on some of these medications. It did not help them. It made it worse. Now, is there some medication that can make it better and get you through a hard time? I'm sure there is. I don't know. I'm very prejudiced when it comes to taking them little fucking pills. That's the truth. Because of what I seen. I think pills killed my mother and my brother. That's my opinion. I think those pills gave them both cancer. See, pills are made of chemicals. And when you look up leukemia, and Mom, she got it with lymphoma or some shit, which is similar to leukemia, I think. I don't know. I never got no good truth about what killed Mom other than it was lymphoma of her spleen or some shit. Some lame-ass thing they said, anyway. But when they were talking to my brother about his leukemia, they said something about some lymphoma shit. And I asked them, I go, hey, my mom, blah, blah, blah. And they kind of fucked me off. But anyway. So I'm pretty deep in practical experience. A lot of shit. And I'm just out here sharing it because I'm hoping it helps somebody get through. Because we need to help each other get through. If we're going to survive as a species, as human beings on this fucking little marble, we better fucking start getting better at this, because we've gotten worse in my lifetime. There's only one way for that to go. Straight into the shitter. It gets worse than it is now. So don't you think it's time to be your brother's keeper? Right? Set aside your selfish needs and your grief. I don't need to be out here cheerleading you bitches into being better people. I should be grieving my brother's passing. But this is heavy on my mind. because he suffered. And so did my mom. So I owe it to them. And that's kind of where this fucking, my mind fucking myself comes from, right? It's Boy Scoutism. Such a thing, right? Always trying to be a motherfucking Boy Scout. Wears me out sometimes. Anyway, about done being a Boy Scout for a minute. Stay strong, stay hard, get help if you need it, and if you know somebody that needs some fucking help, don't hesitate, right? Don't, because you just don't know how serious they are. Not right now. And if you're fucking with that whiskey or any of that wine, let it go. Go listen to some music. Go cry. But you need to quit drinking. It'll make it worse. And you know it will, because it is right now. I know your life's in the shitter. If you're drinking on a regular, you're already guilt fucking yourself. I know, because I did it. Yeah, right? Every night when you're laying in bed and you're tossing and turning, you're mind fucking yourself and you can't fall asleep because your mind is racing, because it's pickled. How's that guilt? I remember what that was like. I'll tell you what, you know how good it feels to not lay in bed and feel guilty? Whether I got insomnia right now or not, I am not mind fucking myself about drinking. That's a good fucking feeling, I'll tell you. You know, that was a big one, letting go of that motherfucker. Just makes this that much stronger and that much easier. And to know that I conquered that demon, pat on the back, Johnny O, fucking A right. So, go get yourself a pat on the back, feel good about yourself, and know what it feels like to be sober. I think you'll like it. And it will definitely help with your mental stability. Yeah, I got that word thrown at me. Dad, I think you're mentally unstable. That was my kid when I was drinking. She was right. I was a drunk. I was a train wreck. Mind fucking myself. But I conquered that demon. I sure as fuck did. And it was a motherfucker. But I leave those empty Jameson bottles up there as a reminder, because you know what? Anytime you go into a gas station, grocery store, you're going to walk right past those bottles. So you might as well look at them every fucking day till they just don't exist. I forget that shit's even up there. But when I wanted to make this video, I needed to change the camera angle, because I've made this little gesture before with my whiskey bottles up there. Anyway, sorry, I'm being a little long in the tooth and a little preachy, but it's important in this time, right? Put your demons down best you can, because the world's going to give you plenty, and you're going to need some reserves to deal with them, right? All right, enough with the preachy. I'll let you fine folks go. Much love and respect as always. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, and share. And if you're in the mood, write something down at the bottom down there. All right, love you. Peace.